Good evening. I'm Sergeant Tom Letras with the Stanislaus County Sheriff's Department. This is your daily update for Monday, April 27th, 2020. One of the first things I want to talk about is our Wednesday night panel. We are still working on identifying our speakers, and we should have that for you either later on this evening or we will post something up tomorrow on our Facebook page so you can start sending in your questions. Now, for today, one of the numbers that has risen is the number of our deaths. We now stand at 7 deaths here in Stanislaus County after 2 more just today. In that, we also want to talk about a story that came out over the weekend that many of you may have seen. So there were reported 51 people that includes residents, patients, and staff from Turlock Nursing and Rehab Center that tested positive for COVID-19. Now, there was a lot of confusion in this because the numbers overall for the city of Turlock were lower than the actual numbers that occurred at this facility. So I want to clarify this just a little bit. When some of the people that live at this residence, they would be reported under the city of Turlock. But there are some that are there just for rehabilitation. So they may just be staying there for a certain period of time that may be from other cities in the county or other counties entirely. So the positive test reports to the city of residence. It's the same with the employees at this rehab center. So the employees may not live within the city of Turlock, but the employees that tested positive, those positive results would be attributed to the city in which they live. Now today with us we have Turlock Mayor Amy Bublak, and she's going to explain a little bit more about the outbreak at this rehab and nursing center.
Thanks, Tom. So let me just kind of talk to you about Turlock for a second. So recently we had a huge number come out, and it's startling to think about it. And it came from the Turlock Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. And as we started to look at it, they were putting out their numbers in a transparent format. This is a facility that's privately owned, but the state is in charge of making sure they're certified. So a week ago, they had some positives, and they started to bring in the state, close it down. Nobody was moved, everyone's quarantined, and start to do an investigation. From that, what we found out is that there are still, for residents, 124 are tested. 34 of those are positive, 10 are negative, and 87 are pending. With the staff, we have 155 that are tested. 17 are positive, 23 are negative, and still have 115 to go for pending. So there's a lot still out there that we don't know. And that 51 number is frightening. But we need to make sure that whatever Turlock's doing, that every facility is going to do the same thing. And we're working really closely with the county and the state to figure out how we can make sure that we're taking care of our more compromised citizens in our community. Unfortunately, we did have 2 deaths from the facility that were transported to the hospital. So as we look through what's going to happen in the future, we still have, as I stated, over 200 pending tests. We also want to make sure that the state does a thorough investigation so that no one else has this problem with any of their facilities. We will keep you updated as best we can and as quickly as we can. And just remember that the precautions that have been advised, wearing a mask, wiping down everything that you've touched or someone else has touched, social distancing, this is so important, especially with the crowd that we're speaking about. So thank you for your time.